I'm going to show you everything that I packed for my tummy tuck recovery in Medellín, Colombia. What actually got used, what I could have lived without, and spoiler, I pretty much used all of it. If you're planning surgery abroad, this is your packing list. I'll link everything that I got on Amazon in the description below. When you're recovering from surgery abroad, you can't just run to the store and get what you know that you need. You have to plan ahead. And I did a lot of research before coming here so that I would have everything that I needed. I wouldn't have been in any condition to go and explore and try to look for the stuff that I needed in the store. And after being here for about a month, I know that I would not have had success. So you definitely want to plan ahead. Some of these items I definitely used every single day. And I'm glad that I got them because I think that they genuinely made a difference in my recovery. First and most important, your compression situation. I got a faja online. This was advertised that it was made in Colombia, and I'm going to tell you right now, these Colombians are not playing around when it comes to their compression garments. They know exactly what they're doing. So this one's inside out. Let me flip it. I really like this Yana compression faja. This is not considered a high compression garment. However, when you're about a week post-op and you need a little bit more compression, this is the best, like, medium, I would say, compression garment that I could have found on the internet. It has like a mesh material in the back, but you can see that the front is pretty difficult to stretch out. There's only one latch, but then you have a zipper, which adds a little bit of extra compression, and then there's also a place for the tatas to go, which I really like. It's very stretchy on this part. Most importantly, it has a zipper in the crotch area, which is ideal because you are not going to want to take your faja off when you're going to the bathroom. And it zips up from back to front, so your whole butthole will be able to do its thing if you have to go to the bathroom. And then it zips up toward the front. When you're done, you can just zip it back up, or you could just, let it hang and put some underwear on if needed. But yeah, I really liked this. This was a perfect, like, in-between faja. Not necessarily like high compression, but it also wasn't flimsy, so I felt supported in it. So the next thing I want to talk about is your boards. I was doing a little bit of research, and I found from my research that a surgeon had sort of invented this honeycomb pattern, because the idea was that if you put it against your abdomen while you're walking around naturally, it'll like wake up the lymphatic system and help move the fluids through your lymphatic system, just as your abdomen was grazing upon this honeycomb shape. I brought these tablas to my surgeon, and the nurses and the doctor had never seen this. They were sort of like, that's a gimmick, like, you're gonna want a flat surface, so use the flat surface. I think that what I will say, I'm not sure one does more than the other, but what I will say is that when I had the honeycomb on my abdomen like this, it did leave, some like bumpy perforations, because the faja is so tight that obviously it's pushing this against my abdomen. So when I take the faja off and I take the board out, did I say tabla? That's what they call it in Spanish. But when they take the board out, it obviously will leave some bumps here. And then when I use the flat side, I've been using the flat side since the doctor told me to use the flat side. It's just completely flat. I haven't seen a real difference between the two. I think that, it might not make such a big difference. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? You tell me, because I was probably wearing the honeycomb side for about a week, and now I've been wearing the flat side for about a week and a half. And I don't see much of a difference. I think that it helps. What I'm shocked about is that it even fits in there, because now I'm wearing a high compression garment, and I'm just shocked that anything even fits in there, because I'm on my last latch. This is a high compression large size faja though that I got at the doctor's office. And I was supposed to have moved to a medium size, which I did. But I needed a break because that thing was very tight. And plus I was walking around with it on yesterday and I needed to wash it. So anyways, that's neither here nor there. I got a few bras as well on Amazon, and I actually really like this bra because there's no underwire. YouTube, do not flag me. I'm just showing you. Look at how cute it is too. Also, it's advertised for like middle-aged, plus-sized women. That's so unnecessary. Like, this thing is so cute and so supportive that I just don't understand. I think a lot of young people would actually really like this bra. Look at the thick straps, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 latches. So it has like a thicker band on the back, which is so helpful for the ladies that don't like feeling a lack of support, or also, you know, if you have some back folds, which is so completely natural, it's just more comfortable. You know, and it lays flat, I don't know. I just think that this is so cute. And again, no underwire. And it's so supportive. So next I'm going to talk about all of these protein-packed broths. Obviously I have not eaten all or drank all of them yet, but it came super handy on those days when I did not have an appetite, but I needed to get protein in me. We're going to talk about the Lono Life beef broth first. I feel like this is pretty tasty. I made sure to check that none of these had too much sodium in them, because sodium, when you're recovering from surgery, is not your friend. You can have some, but I think ChatGPT recommended that I try not to go over 1,000 milligrams a day, or actually that's the limit that I gave myself. ChatGPT said to not go over about 550 milligrams a meal, but I just wanted to keep it. I don't eat a lot of sodium. I'm not the type of person that puts extra salt after cooking with salt on my food. I just got used to not eating too much salt. So anyway, this bone broth has 50 calories, and if I'm not mistaken, it has 500 milligrams of sodium, 10 grams of protein, and it's pretty tasty. Not gonna lie, this one was probably my least favorite flavor-wise. Maybe I could have put less water or something to have, more of a flavor, but this is classic beef, and it has 16 grams of protein. So to me, that's significantly more than the Lono Life beef broth that I just showed you. And that's probably why I chose this one. It has 70 calories, and it has 16 grams of protein, 320 milligrams of sodium. So you see, more protein, less sodium. That's probably why I didn't like the flavor, ironically, even though I don't tend to cook with that much sodium. But anyways, that's my take on this one. Dr. Kellyanne's. This one's a new one that I saw on Amazon. I hadn't seen it before. It's called 24K Chicken Bone Broth by Chroma. They call it Liquid Gold. And I wish that it has 12 grams of protein. It doesn't say it on this packet, but on Amazon and according to their website, it has 12 grams of protein. So I got this one. It tastes pretty good. I'm a beef girly, but this one also it says collagen and savory veggie blend. Free range chicken bone broth blend with bovine collagen and veggie broth with miso blend. And the veggies are broccoli, carrot, celery, chives, garlic, kale, onion, spinach, sweet potato, Tasmanian kelp. That's interesting. Spices are apple cider vinegar, black pepper, nutritional yeast, pink Himalayan salt, red miso, savory flakes, herbs, and turmeric. So I thought that it was going to be a good choice. You know, it has more protein than the first one that I showed you, the Lono Life. And it's a chicken flavor. So I wanted a chicken flavor with a veggie blend sort of thing going on. So they're all pretty good. I honestly could be drinking this more often, but it is pretty hot right now in Medellín, so I could have thought that one through a little bit better. Now I want to talk about scar care. I got a number of things for scar care. First of all, these silicone scar sheets. It has really good reviews on Amazon. I've also looked into Reddit forums to see what people were using for their scar care, and a lot of people were using this with pretty nice results. So as of now, I haven't used it yet. My surgeon told me that if I had silicone gel, to use the gel first and then to go ahead with the scar sheets. Mostly because I just had my stitches taken out not too long ago, so I might still have a little bit of openings. It's not like an open wound or anything, but he just felt more comfortable with me using the scar gel first, which I did get. I got Stratoderm scar gel, and it's silicone based. This was pretty pricey, I will say, but it has amazing reviews. And when I got my surgery, my doctor gave me silicone scar gel, not the same brand, but it was like this big, like half the size of this tube or less, and I still have it, and I use it every single day and night on my scars. So, and it's not just my incision scar here. I also have a couple of like lipo scars where they put the cannula. So like under here, there's a tiny bit of a scar. The silicone gel is supposed to help prevent keloids. It's been 4 weeks and I still have my silicone scar gel that the office gave me. So a little bit goes a long way. If you order this, you only need to order one. And this was $70. I'm just saying. However, my scars are looking so good. Like, I'm gonna try and show you, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to get pretty close. Oh, there we go. There, and then I have, he did it behind the ear, so I have some there and some over here, and then I also have to put it behind my arms because I got arm lipo as well. And I was most concerned about those scars because they were pretty noticeable and they rub against your faja and everything like that. And they're almost like gone in comparison to what they look like before. They look so good. So I definitely recommend using silicone scar gel. And I'll go ahead and start using the sheets once the incision is more uniform and looks like it's closing up. So far, I'm really having a good time with the silicone gel, so it's a good one. Now, the other thing that I'm using for my bruising is this arnica gel. I only got one because, to be honest, I was like, how does arnica gel help with anything? But I'm telling you that a day or two of putting this directly on your bruises, like by day 3, it will have gone. We'll just let that airplane pass by. Yeah, so after a day or 2 of using this, my bruises went from a deep, like grape purple color to that more pinkish yellow hue. And it's really incredible. I honestly can't believe it because I had bruises on my legs, on my arms, and since they were covered by the faja and I was too weak to like get up and bother to put this on, those bruises, like, they're still actively going away, but they're only going away now, I feel like, because first of all of my lymphatic drainage massages, which were on my abdomen because I had heavy bruising there too, and they used an Indiba machine. I'll get into that some more in a different video. But other than that, it's because of this arnica gel. And it was really cheap. Like, I'm like amazed. I don't know how this works. I guess I don't know much about arnica to begin with, but like, just to let you know, I'm amazed. I had bruises for a full 4 weeks that are just now going away after only a few uses of this arnica gel. Now for clothing, I ordered these large, like, boyfriend style tees. They're made of cotton. They're just super loose and comfortable, and the last thing that you want to be is uncomfortable. So I've been wearing those to go out and about, just because, again, I cannot be arsed into wearing anything that is uncomfortable right now. The other thing I ordered were these 100% cotton granny panties. Listen, do not underestimate the power of a good granny panty. They're so comfortable, and they go over my incision. You know, they're high-waisted. They go over the incision, but since it's cotton, there's no snagging. There's no, like, sweat that I'm worried about. When you get your monthlies and you're going through this surgery recovery, you're gonna want something that has plenty of room and that is made out of cotton, that is soft, and just trust me, okay? Those are really good. Now, the next thing I want to go over with you is sun care. It's extremely important that you're taking care of yourself. I know that I'm sitting in the sun right now, but I lathered myself up in this Japanese water-based sunscreen. I got a 2-pack on Amazon. It was a decent price. It's 50 plus SPF. And then this hat right here, look at it. It covers your entire, like, neck, shoulders. It covers the entire face, which I need because I did, you know, get chin lipo and I have some scarring under here. I don't want hyperpigmentation. I don't want the sun to screw up with my beautiful results. Plus, it is sunny here all the time. It's not just for my incisions and my scar sites. It's also for my face, my neck, you know? Like, it's really important to take care of yourself and protect your skin from the sun. And Amazon claims that this is also 50 SPF. So it's a wide brim hat, and it's kind of cute. Like, I'd be walking around with this on, like in the sun, outside, on the way to the store, in the store. So that's everything that I got on Amazon before this trip, specifically for my surgery recovery. Nothing here has gone wasted. I've used every single one of these things. I wear this hat every time I go outside. Unless I'm wearing a high bun like this, I'll do my hair differently, you know, whatever. If I had to choose just a few of these items, though, things that are non-negotiable for me, would definitely be this faja. That's one of them. It's such a good buy. I think it was about $50, $60 when I got it. I would also say that the sunscreen is a non-negotiable. You want to take care of yourself, especially if you're doing surgery in a country as sunny as this. And then the arnica gel and the silicone gel. You need this if you want your scars to heal properly and beautifully. You definitely need a silicone gel. Again, everything that I mentioned here I got off of Amazon, and I linked those links in the description box below, so definitely check it out. If you missed my week 1 and 2 recovery after surgery videos, I'll link those here. And if you're still in the planning stage and want a full cost breakdown, everything that I've learned throughout this journey, what to expect and how to find a surgeon in Medellín, I have a guide for that too. The link is in the description box below. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.